Oh, alright. This is my second attempt at this because I have the worst luck in the world, and apparently Starfield needed to update right when I tried to start my live earlier. But yeah, this might be a pretty big series for me. I'm kind of inspired by I don't remember the name of the channel, but there was a guy I watched a long time ago who did a uh, really long like Skyrim series, and I kind of want to do the same thing where I just try my best to fillet everything in this game, like do every mission, get all the interesting collectibles, find all the interesting locations, everything like that. Um, and yeah, I'm putting this on some of the easier settings. I know that's very heartbreaking for a lot of people, especially now. A lot of people like to watch people suffer when they play video games for some reason, but I'm not going to do that, especially since this is a Bethesda game. Um, Bethesda games aren't really known for their insane gameplay. It's more for the story and the exploring and all that. So, yeah, I'm playing it on easier difficulty. But yeah, I wasn't really sure. I'm still not sure if I should make a genuinely like unique character or if I should literally just play as me. I think I'm just gonna play as me because I never finish the game, and that's usually what I do in my first playthroughs. Ooh, excuse me, I usually just play as me, basically. I make all the decisions that I would make. Um, but yeah, I'm not really sure if I have anything else to say before I start, because I'm pretty sure there's like an opening cutscene and everything, but yeah. I guess to add on to this, I do plan on playing again when the DLCs come out. I know there's a DLC that's coming out very, very soon for this game, for the House of Varun, which is supposed to be like some cult for Starfield, basically. It looks like it's going to be a little spookier, which I'm actually pretty hyped for. I like spooky stuff, especially when it's in space, because, well, I think space is already pretty spooky. But yeah, I don't really know if I have anything else to say. I'm just trying to think and make sure I say everything I need to say before I start the game. Um, I'm not really sure, like, I guess the big thing is I have no idea when I'm going to end the series. I don't know when it's going to be like, oh, it's done. I guess when I finally play through everything and I just gotta sit down and look at my like quest screen, look at my map and go, well, what do I do now? I guess that's kind of when it ends. Because, I mean, shit, it's a Bethesda game. That's basically when the game ends, when you look at your quest menu and there's nothing there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and create a new character. I muted myself because I thought there was a cutscene.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple
Listen to
rule?
Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself.
Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
A group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with a breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Red tape. One over here. Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what
Here
you
it is.
can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
You think we'll be done here soon?
But yeah, this isn't going to be a very long stream, by the way. It's not going to be a very long episode for those on YouTube. I do have a dentist appointment I need to go to, like 2 hours.
I'm busy.
I did plan on streaming this all day, but
Anyone else to bother?
How
said
they
that?
sucker you to join? Hey! Watch it!
You're ready, boss. Get
Alright.
back up here.
I do plan on streaming again later today. Jeez.
Glad
Come on.
we're off this
It's
ride.
time. You're with me.
Turn on my flashlight. Oh yeah, you get that.
Let's go. Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there.
Of course, I'm the main character. Ah, here we go. Sorry, turn on my light.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Do you see anything? Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Okay. This is the part that I figured was going to take the longest, which is why I wanted to start stream before I left, and then I was going to do, like, the more into the actual game stream after I finish my appointment and everything. Because I know that this is going to take me a long time. This is going to take me a really long time. I always get stuck on character customization for, like, hours. But I have no idea what I want to do with my character. I don't know if I want to make myself or... Okay. I don't know if I want to make myself or if I want to make a genuinely unique character. Like, one of the things I like to do is I'll build a female character and try to make my best to make them look like what I imagine I would look like as a woman. But I also haven't really finished playing the game as... Like I said, I didn't actually finish the game when I first started playing. I got like halfway through it before I quit playing. Okay, we'll take this character. I'm gonna try my best to make the character look like me. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time making my character. Head shapes. It's not gonna look exactly like me, but I'll try my best. I have pretty long ass hair right now. It probably actually looks closest to what my hair looks like. I have a fucked up ass hairline, which is kind of the problem. All these all these hairstyles have like crazy good hairlines. Hairline isn't that fucked up. It's kind of like close to this, to be honest. Also sort of close to this. Like, my shit is fucked up, bro. I don't know which one to choose. I have longer hair, though. So I think I'm going to do almost like this character, or this hairstyle. Just maybe not so much with the, like, emo eye cover. You have darker, like, brown hair, not fucking black hair, though. Sort of like that. I don't have any facial hair right now. Eyes are not... Oh, eye color, here we go. This does not. Why did no? I do not look like Tom Holland. I just realized I'm basically creating Tom Holland right now. This is literally Spider-Man, bro. God damn it. I'm not really sure how much of this. I don't think I even went through everything. Good lord. Oh. Dirt. I think this is how I'm going to make my character look for right now. I think you can change the way they look later. So, if I have a huge problem with the way my character looks later, I can change it off stream. I swear last time I got to choose like exactly which traits I had. I guess I'm gonna need to find out which background I'm gonna have. So we have Beast Hunter, Bouncer. Okay, from Asha of Agla to the Termorphs that plague the whole of the settled systems, hostile alien life abounds. You've learned the skills to track them, find them, and take them down. This gives me fitness, ballistics, and gastronomy. Bouncer, you've worked the line of the toughest clubs in the settled systems. Back then, you learned that most non-lethal confrontation can be solved one of two ways: a strong right hook or a more strongly secured door. Boxing, security, and fitness. Bounty hunter, which I think this is the role I chose for my other character. Bounty hunter, wherever there are wanted individuals, there are those who profit from their capture, and your quarry knows that vastness of space. They can run, but they can't hide. I'm sure there's all sorts of people that built the Mandalorian in this game. So this gives you piloting, target and control systems, and boost pack training, which, to be honest, this alone, without even reading the rest of them, this sounds like the best one. Chef, which I actually do want to do this. There's actually a lot of food in this game, and it's so well detailed, and I want to see what all of it looks like, so I might choose this one, especially since in real life, I work around food a lot, so. While the unrefined masses scarf down chunks by the shipload, you cater to those with a more discerning palate in your kitchen. Countless alien species become true culinary masterpieces. Gastronomy, access to brand new worlds means access to brand new ingredients, and there is almost no limit to the delicious foods and drinks a talented chef can prepare. Dueling, considered by many to be a lost art, close attacks with a melee weapon can often be deadlier than ranged combat when carried out by a skilled practitioner. Another thing, in a lot of RPG games, especially Bethesda games, I've started this thing where my first playthroughs, I usually do a melee build, like in Fallout 4. I built this crazy-ass melee build where I heavily focused on getting as much strength on my character as physically possible. I had the 2066 World Series baseball bat that I had spiked up, radioactive, rocket charged, and electrified So I was doing like 250 damage a swing and sending people across the map. So I may end up taking this for the melee as well. But we're going to look through the rest of them. Combat medic, leave it to human beings to fight over something as infinite as outer space. That's where you come in. You've never been afraid to take on the enemy, but you'd much rather take care of your friends. This is also another one I'd probably take. Starting skills, pistol certification, considering the popularity of the personal sidearm and the settled systems, familiarity with such weapons is often considered essential. Medicine only through advancements in medical technology and training and technology, I cannot read, has humanity been able to withstand the galaxy's many dangers. Wellness, by embracing an active lifestyle and good nutrition habits, one may improve their overall sense of health and even gain prolonged life expectancy. Cyber Runner, from Neon to New Atlantis, the megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. You've worked both for and against them, on the inside and out, often sacrificing science for credits. Stealth, for a combatant who values discretion above all else, the ability to approach a target while undetected and kill them with a silenced weapon is as terrifying as it is effective. Security, while the standardized digital locking mechanism is renowned for its security, any code can be broken with the proper training. Theft, while not entirely honorable and certainly not legal, it is nonetheless occasionally necessary to discreetly remove property from someone's person. Cyber... What? I cannot read, dog. I'm too bad at reading for this. Cyber... Nectist. Robots, mere toys, neuramps, good for parlor tricks. The Colony War may have made implants and upgrades available to veterans, but you once saw a greater future, humans and machines as one. We already know medicine and security. Lasers. Personal laser weapons are in widespread use across the settled systems, and specialized training can greatly increase their effectiveness. Diplomat. This would be probably my third choice. Again, for my Fallout builds, I usually do very high charisma because I like having the high charisma speech checks. And if I remember correctly, there are actually a lot of speech checks in this game. Diplomat. The wars are over. Peace now reigns the settled systems, but only because there are those quietly fighting to keep it. Because of you, agreements were signed, words were heeded, lives were spared. Persuasion. In the settled systems, the nuanced ability to listen and discuss can often accomplish far more than simply shooting first and asking questions later. Commerce. In the settled systems, free market economy, almost anyone with the right skill set can open and run a successful business. Wellness, we've already read that one. Explorer, they said exploration is a lost art. You didn't listen as the major factions argued over the space they desperately tried to control. You were busy uncovering the wonders of the settled systems. We already know lasers. Astrodynamics, advanced technology is one thing, but it takes skill, patience, and a little bit of love to coax even more capability out of ship's Gav drive. Surveying, humanity now has access to untold alien worlds, and the ability to decipher all the data while on the ground has become an essential skill set. Gangster, you were always disgusted by suckers killing themselves to make an honest wage. As soon as you were old enough to hold a weapon, you took what you wanted from anyone unlucky enough to have it. Shotgun certification, the cornerstone of the close quarters combat, or COC. The shotgun is proven a simple, deadly weapon for hundreds of years. Boxing, we already read that one. Theft, we already read that one. Homesteader, the discovery of the settled systems, many oxygen-rich planets and moons meant humans could live just about anywhere if they had known how. You did and utilized great effect. Geology, newly discovered minerals mined from alien planets and moons have directly led to some incredible technological advancements. Already read surveying, weightlifting, or weight training can significantly increase one's ability to carry weapons and equipment, both in space and on the ground. Industrialist, There was a time when you all wanted to be a titan of the industry, maybe a ship designer or megacorp exec. Thankfully, that skill set never goes out of style in the settled systems. Already read persuasion, already read security. Research methods. Be skillfully employing both new and time-tested methods. A researcher may complete projects faster and even gain unexpected insights. Long hauler. Let those other hot-headed pilots obsess over laser weaponry and maneuverability. You're a space trucker, pure and simple. Back the cargo, get it there fast, get paid, repeat. Life is simple and good. Already read weightlifting, piloting. As more people journey into space, the number of those certified to effectively pilot various types of spacecraft has increased dramatically. Ballistic weapon system, while there have been significant advancements in shipborne weaponry, sometimes the simplest tool is the most effective. Pilgrim, wayfarer, wanderer, seeker, transient. You've been called many things during your travels and learned something those others could never understand. The journey is the destination. See, so that gives you scavenging. There are those who can find just about anything, and their success is usually dependent on knowing how and where to look. Already read surveying and gastronomy. Professor, you always enjoyed learning, but nothing could compare to the joy of teaching others. As humankind spread throughout the stars, there was never a lack of knowledge to obtain, and you gladly assisted. Astrodynamics already read, geology already read, research methods already read. Ronin, masterless and unbound, you wanted the settled system as a blade for hire. To some, you were simply mercenary, to others, a hero, and to select few, a nightmare they could never wake from. Damn. It really just gave you the coldest fucking description for this one. So you get dueling, stealth, scavenging, already read all three. Sculptor, with your knowledge of anatomy and skilled, steady hands, you can have had a lucrative career as a surgeon. Instead, you followed your heart and created works of art to amaze and inspire. Medicine, geology, and persuasion, already read all of those. Soldier, the settled systems is no stranger to warfare, and if there's one thing armed conflict relies on, it's trained warriors with guns and guts. You had both simple, bloody work, and you were great at it. So this gives you fitness. In space, the greatest commodity is oxygen. Increased lung capacity gained by a regular physical fitness reign is essential to survival. Ballistics, centuries of conflict have proven that when it comes to threat elimination, few things stack up to the reliable power of high-speed projectiles. Okay. Space scoundrel, good, bad. Whose right is it to say if there's anything you've learned? Well, try passing through the galaxy. It's this. Space may look black, but it's really one big shade of gray. Gives you pistols or certification, piloting, and persuasion. Xenobiologist, the settled systems is home to untold alien species, and while none of them have yet proven sentient, that never deterred you, so you sought out and studied them for whatever gifts they offered. Laser surveying and fitness. File not found. Oddly enough, there is no information on file about your past life. Clerical oversight, deletion by some powerful unknown faction, or there's just nothing of note to mention. Whatever reason, your past is known only to you. What's important is the here and now and the path you're about to take. This gives you wellness, ballistics, and piloting. It's probably like the best all around. But we're gonna choose chef because that's closer to who I am. Gives me a lot of actual starting skills that I really want. Because I think I'm gonna do a melee playthrough. Because I think it'll be pretty fun. Alright, moving on. Traits. Look at all this reading I have to do. Alright, so we have alien DNA. You volunteered for a controversial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. As a result, you start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective. Dream home. You own a luxurious, customizable house on a peaceful planet. Unfortunately, it comes with a 125,000 credit mortgage with Galbank that has to be paid weekly. Empath, you are deeply connected to the feelings of others. Performing actions your companion likes will result in a temporary increase in combat effectiveness, but performing actions that they don't like will have the precise opposite effect. Extrovert, you're a people person. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, but when adventuring alone, can't be combined with introvert. Freestar Collective Settler, you gain access to special Freestar Collective dialogue options and better rewards from some missions given by that faction, but crime bounty towards other factions is greatly increased, can't be combined with any other faction allegiance trait. Hero Worshipped, you've earned the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. Introvert, you really need your alone time. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring alone, but more than adventuring with other human companions. Kid stuff, your parents are alive and well, and you can visit them at their home, but you will automatically send 2% of your credits home to them every week. Neon Street Route, you grew up on the mean streets of Neon, you gain access to special dialogue options and better rewards for some missions on Neon. Crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Raised Enlightened, you grew up as a member of the Enlightened. You gain access to special chests full of items in the House of Enlightenment in New Atlantis, but lose access to Sanctum Universum chest. Raised Universal, you grew up as a member of the Sanctum Universum. You gain access to a special chest full of items in Sanctum Universum in New Atlantis, but lose access to the House of Enlightenment chest. Serpent's Embrace, you grew up worshipping the Great Serpent. Grab jumping provides a temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue to jump regularly. Like an addiction, that's crazy. Space, your body has become acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased when in space, but decreased when on the surface. Taskmaster, occasionally if you have crew trained in a certain ship system, that system will automatically repair itself to full health whenever it's damaged below 50%. However, all crew must cost twice as much to hire. Terra Firma, you've never acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased when on the surface, but decreased when you're in space. United Colonies Native, you gain access to special United Colonies dialogue options and better rewards from some missions given by the faction. However, crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Wanted, someone put a price in your head. Word is spread. Occasionally, armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you, but being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. So, I think I want Dream Home. I do want the Adoring Fan, because I think the Adoring Fan is kind of silly. And I think I might get my parents. Should I have parents, or should I do... I don't know, though, 2% of your credits every week is insane. I think I might do Extrovert. Because I'm going to be traveling with companions a lot. I want to, like, do all the companion missions, hear all the companion dialogue, you know, all that. And I think that's going to be my character. So I'm going to be a chef with a dream home, who is an extrovert and is worshipped by that one dude. So this is literally just going to be me. And, yep, and we're done.
From chef to Dusty. You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
It was incredible, like a dream or a vision.
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me. You'll walk it off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil.
Look at me, dog. This looks nothing like me. Staple gun.
Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe
Adhesive.
they really exist.
Whoa. You don't look good.
This has been a good run. You lucked out being picked up for this one.
Boring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated?
Sorry, y'all. I gotta see if there's things that I want to take. Syringe. Oh, flat physics.
You got a few more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
You alright? Need some coffee or something? Got a packet here somewhere.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Alright. I do have some med packs. Yeah, like I don't know what it is. I love how detailed all of the like little food items are in this game. That Fallout experience dog, of course, is gonna blind the shit out of me.
You take care of yourself out there.
Argos usually ain't so good at picking sites.
In a discovery class? That's just going to the
Alright, immediately we're gonna equip this gun. I'd like to have my piece on me, bro.
Barrett?
Man!
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
How would you know about that?
Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything but coincidences.
You could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett? Everybody get ready! Just like the emergency drill! Go, go!
Promise, bro, does not want this smoke.
This isn't worth it!
Ah, get off me. Give me that. Oh, I'm so used to playing like Fallout. How do I crouch? Can I slide? Oh. I can't exo slide, bro. Beat your ass. I'm gonna beat that ass. Oh my god. Beat his ass. I like that.
Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
Now, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
What is Constellation
You
anyway?
ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
Whoa, wait, I didn't ask for any of this.
Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation is really the only group qualified to help.
Oh, no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Thanks for
Just
everything, Lynn.
go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
Thank you for this off-brand Pip-Boy.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
Why was the Crimson Fleet after
They're
you?
just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
You're giving me your ship?
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception, since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
Alright, let's do this.
Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are difficulties.
Am I able to zoom in? Trying to look at all the stuff that's here. It is weird restarting though. I did actually have a pretty big ship on my other save. I had like an upstairs and everything. I deadass had a 3-story starship, bro.
Shields ready. The rest is up to you.
Alright.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way. Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity. A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
There we go.
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Ah, there we go. This is what I was worst at, by the way, was the ship combat. This was like the only way I would ever die when I was playing this game was during ship combat. Okay, what's next?
2 more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
Dead.
Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete.
Oh,
a
shit.
perfect staging area for pirates.
Okay, I guess this is where we need to go right here.
We have arrived in orbit, the abandoned facility.
I'm so used to playing like No Man's Sky. Okay, we're gonna scan. We'll land here.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Alright, I have no idea if Fosco has any like interesting and unique dialogue or not.
The abandoned research facility.
My bad, gang. I was not listening to you. Ah, scan. Cave. Alright.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Are you gang or...
Enemy detected.
Damn! Well, the robot's actually crazy. Bosco might actually be a goat, bro. Let's see. Let me start. I should have picked up one of those SMGs. My favorite. Ah, why? Put that over here, and then I think I'll put my melee weapons on top. But I am gonna have guns, because I know there's gonna be enemies in the game that'll just be way stronger than me. But I do want to try and make a crazy melee build. If I remember correctly, there's these little abilities that are kind of like shouts that you unlock like a while into the game. And I would like to have one that like slows down time, so I can just beat the shit out of people in slow down time. I also like how they have a mantle in this game. That was like one of the most annoying parts about like a lot of Bethesda games, is not having a mantle. You try to climb something and you just bump your waist into it, and it's like, damn, bro. Oh yeah, I have a flashlight. Bosco, you are loud as fuck, bro.
Curious. These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Okay. What's this? My life chunk by chunk. My life chunk by chunk. I was very young, only 7 years old, when I realized humans are animals. Smart animals, sure, but still animals. You give us food, we'll eat it. We'll want it to taste good, and we want it to stop our hunger. Those two things, that's what's most important. After that, sure, some people want their food to be really healthy, as the experts say, and some want it to be pretty. Most people, they just want to cram something into their face, and that's when the concept of chunks was born. So begins the 120-page autobiography by Fred Blomberg, founder of the Chunks food franchise. Oh, what's that, ammo? Thank you. Breadstick. I love money. Oh, this guy's dead. Honey. History of xenobiology. The first several chapters of Lars Nilsson's work seems to be focused primarily on the digestive system of alien herbivores. The dissection of Dr. Lord's latest find revealed a creature that was just as she suspected, based on its outward appearance and evolution of the microscopic hydrothermal worm, but her research also suggested a species that are evolved in distinct stages, possibly growing significantly as it did. So the question now remains, which version of the creature did Dr. Lord dissect, and what maximum size could it possibly achieve? The subsequent passages deal with Nilsson's fascination with the predatory wildlife of some unnamed world. Wonderful. So there might be some giant angry worm we're gonna have to fight eventually. I love fighting those. I've killed a lot of them in Terraria. I don't think it'll be that much of a challenge. Is Amp like Psycho in this game? Fosco, stop being so fucking loud, bro.
Something's out there.
No. Did they find me? I think they might have found me. Let me eat some stuff real quick. I'm gonna drink some root beer and sparkling water. Like, look at the detail of like the food. I could think it looks so cool. What does that say? Multi-meat. Add spice. Oh, so it's unseasoned meat. I just realized this actually gives me like no health at all. Okay, so I need to use the thing. Ooh. Credits. You got that, bro. Ooh, that's ugly. I don't want that. I think this is that one pistol I really like. Yeah, it is. I'm taking that. Let's see if there's any food for me to take. Licorice. Ew. There's gotta be some food in here somewhere, right? There we go, more fridges. Beer! Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Chunk's employee handbook. Soon after founding his breakout business, Chunk's founder Fred Blombert personally wrote the 3-page employee handbook. The following is an excerpt from page 2. It's like that saying, the customer is always right. Here at Chunk's, if we know anything, it's that the expression the customer is always right is wrong. In this case, it's actually scientifically impossible for the customer to be right. They have no working knowledge of our state-of-the-art culinary facilities, and if they had the secret recipes to our delicious Chunks flavors, then we'd all be out of a job, me included. Oh yeah, I have to get used to the fact that I'm not actually in a wasteland and that things are still functioning somewhat normally for this game world. But I wonder if that means I can find the Chunks recipe. What is in there? Hi Hippo, it's Cody. What's up, bro? Oh, I'm in the poopy room. Pickwick Papers. Posthumous Papers of the Pickwick Club, Chapter 1, The Pickwickians, the first ray of light which illumines the gloom and converts to a dazzling brilliancy, that obscurity in which the earlier history of the public career of the immortal Pickwick would appear to be involved, is derived from the perusal of the following entry in the Transactions of the Pickwick Club, which the editor of these papers feels the highest pleasure in laying before his readers as a proof of the careful attention and I don't even know how to say that word, assiduity and nice discrimination with which his search among the malvarious documents confided to him has been conducted. Charles Dickens' first book about a man who establishes a society whose goal is to travel and research human life becomes a phenomenon that established the author as one of the best of his day. Okay. What's in this poopy room? Antibiotics on the toilet. Toilet paper on the ground. Or must have had a bad day. What? Yes! I can throw stuff. Here, Vagos, catch. You fucking suck. Why did he give me desk assistant? It's like Alexa. Computer. Let's see what we got in here. Whoa. New beginnings. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, January 13th, 2306. Is that how you read that? I don't think that's how you read that. Anyways, I can't believe it. I got the posting. The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through at Mast, but it's long overdue, and I get to be a part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I'll have plenty of leave, and we'll be back in New Atlantis all the time. I'm not sure where I'm going. Definitely somewhere in the United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. Is this the order I go in? I don't know. New specimens. July 6th. July 13th. Oh, I think I did not read it in the right order. Let's see. July 6th, 2306. Marines dropped another few specimens off this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them? They're arthropods. The alien equivalent of, what? Hamaris Gamaris? Basically giant space lobsters. Oh, is that like the scientific name for lobsters? Or something? I don't know. Very promising. Why is my dog fucking doing that, bro? very promising giant space lobsters. I'm not, bro, I need my dog to shut up. I'm so sorry. I don't know why the fuck he's doing that. I think it's because I moved my leg and it scraped my chair across the floor, so he thinks somebody's at the door. I'm just gonna talk over him. I'm not entirely sure where the UC grunts found these particular test subjects. Some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third or fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of these earlier species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted in my earlier logs, their natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons, but a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened. And when they do go and attack, they're terrifying, so we'll see. So this is the research station that they use to make aliens to attack their ops, I guess. February 6, 2306. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today. We would appear to be an alien form of essentially a giant spider. Okay, that's not cool. Michelson, in full protective gear, attempted to detach our neural control interface. Our security detail is still trying to remove him from the cocoon. We had no choice but to put down the creature. A minor setback, none of us expected success in the first try. I heard Dr. Paulson tell the others that a detachment of United Colony Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Thursday. Ashta specimen. I'm not sure how they manage it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that Ashta is a terrifying beast and a natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities and essential to work we're doing here, or to the work that we're doing here. It's the Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Aegean system. Aquila, home to Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard. Does beg the question manage to weaponize her great natural predator. It's so our timetable just got accepted. Okay. Trial failure. Alright, May 7th, 2306. Any fears that our Freestar Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize the Ashta have been completely dispelled. After the Michelson debacle, we determined the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterward. The Ashta proved incredibly resistant to the synchronization, and we never achieved control fidelity beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, the Ashta simply can't be controlled, if not by us, and certainly not by Freestar Collective. Dr. Paulson has been in touch with Colonel Kasarov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by this time next week. More disappointment. May 12th, 2306. Another creature, another failure, no fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator, and they delivered. These things were so alien. Paulson had a difficult time deciding on a designation, opted for Reptin's venom. Shame we couldn't properly sync the NCI. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. Relocation. We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. It's happened so fast, my head is spinning. The work on the arthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to their homeworld. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xenowarfare Division. I've been named a senior xenobiologist. That means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was to tell Amanda. I'm still not used to not being there. I'll give Michelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the Master Brass know that it was my work turning the neural control interface that was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. A lot of information there. So I guess we're in like, this is a research facility that they were using to make alien weapons, basically. I'll take your food. Kniff. Ooh, food. Again. What does that say? Your turn to do the dishes, dumbass. Some sort of apple thing. I don't know, I'm just stealing all the food. Chunks Choco. I can't open that door, okay. Oh shit, there's people in there. It's weird not having the detecting thing on my screen. Chunks cake. Ooh. Cake flavored food cube. Is it actual cake? Does it really matter? Grenades! Hell yeah. I love explosives. Where do I equip my grenades? Here it is. Alright, Buggos. Let's see a magic trick. Colby.
Wait, what was that?
Really said, hey, what was that? Bam! Alright, I think we're good. I don't think I need to crouch anymore. Some chemicals.
Here! Over here!
Oh shit. Hey, Vagos, I need your help, bro. Don't you run away from me, pussy. Ah, damn it.
You're done.
Hey, get off my Vagos, asshole.
No longer detecting signs of life from the enemy.
Already got a legendary, like, armor pack. That's sick. Or a legendary spacesuit, whatever you want to call that. Wait. Ah. Armor-plated navigator pack. O2 boosted, plus 20% oxygen capacity, fastened, plus 20 carry capacity. Minus, like, this is a really good pack. You ran out of O2 further, whatever, suck a dick. Pharmaceutical lab? What is this? Oh! It's a workstation.
Listen up. We got someone trying to jump our school. Hold them off here while Rogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through.
I think I might go upstairs. Oh, I don't think there is an upstairs through here. I thought there was like an upstairs, but there's not. I have to run this way. Let me equip that other gun I had. Because I think there's gonna be a bunch of people up where I can't reach them. Very annoyingly enough.
What? Fire! Fire! Gonna take you down!
Alright, that guy's extremely dead. I'm coming up there, pussy. What'd I say? What'd I say? What'd I say, huh? You're next. Monk. Monk. Stop bussing on me, bro. We are out of half and half. Did you pick? Ah, computer. Terramorph specimen. Hidden Wind senior biologist. August 15th, 2310. Thanks to the UC Marines, we now have the second piece of the puzzle, a fully grown alpha predator. According to my research, a group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. The creature didn't appear to be indigenous and was alone. There's currently no record of how it got there, so it was sheer cosmic chance that the astrogeologists found it, or rather, it found them. Scientists were quick to categorize it Ocasio Machina. Machina. I don't really know. They're like doing the Latin words that I cannot pronounce. Roughly killing machine. The UC Marines tasked with taking it down chose a simpler name, a Terramorph. I read the official record once. Of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those 2 lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be in Xeno warfare. Yeah, that's exactly what I would want to experiment on. Alright, August 20th, 2310. Today we fit the Terramorph with the NCI. If our experience from the grunts first dropped of the creature is any indication, our sedation window will be around 15 minutes. We better make them count. And then there's no log on what happened afterwards, so I'm guessing that that's when the entire experiment fell. I do not remember how to play this minigame at all. That. Okay, I guess I remember how to play the minigame. It's pretty easy. What's that? There's a deep mining space helmet. Minus 25% oxygen consumption, plus 2 max auto attempts that can be banked while hacking. Sick. Only in the first section of the game it already found.
Nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some
Hey,
digitics.
bad.
Disregard for personal property rights.
What was that? Dr. Wynn emergency slate number 2.
We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the Terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
Sucks to be you, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna hack this. Money. Modified Rattler, we'll take that. Zero wire. Common manufactured component. This item can be used as a component in crafting. I'll just take it in there. Whoa. A lot of money. Is that adaptive frame? Yep, head pack. I'll take that.
Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands?
What's your problem with Barrett anyway?
We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you.
I'm with Constellation. You need to stop attacking our ship.
No. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That Constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship.
There's no treasure in my ship. Cut your losses before more people get hurt.
You're not talking us out of this score.
To persuade a person, you need to make successful choices. Choices can range from kind words to distractions to threats. Each choice has to... Oh, I forgot about this. It's not like a normal speech check. I forget you have to play kind of like a mini game to also pass your speech checks in this game. You have it wrong. Constellation is an explorer group. They aren't treasure hunters. Hey, if you want to trade ships, that sounds good to me. The Frontier creaks when it turns anyways. Just make it I just made it past your entire crew. You really want to try your luck against me?
They aren't? You sure? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Sweet. I'm gonna take your helium because I know that this is supposed to be like a rare, important resource, so it's mine now. All right. Oh, I'm not gonna take damage from this thing.
Your fragile body was not designed to take impacts like that.
Shut the fuck up, Ghost. There's no way bro said that. Or really called me fragile. Oh yeah, I can just fast travel there. I forgot about that.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Alright, there we go. Select a mission in the bottom section. One small step. Alright, show on map. There we go.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Alright, sick. So we're gonna land at New Atlantis. The Master District was named for the military. scientific tri building, which stands as not only the center of New Atlantis, but the United Colonies as a whole. I'm also a quick little apology if my reading sucks. I don't do a lot of reading anymore. I'm usually working all the time. Alright, let's exit the ship.
Hey, Bosco! What, no Barrett? Let me guess. What we did go again?
Your memory is uncanny.
But Bosco's an absolute G. I don't think I really have anything of importance. Yeah, okay. Did you pick vacuum tape? Pretty sure the tape is going to be useful though, so hold on to that.
I'm glad I finally caught up with you. I'm from the Trackers Alliance. We have a proposal for you.
Okay. Did I do something wrong? Am I wanted?
No. Well, at least not as far as we're concerned for the moment.
Okay, I'm listening.
Good. Because what I'm about to tell you could change the course of your life. The Trackers Alliance has been following your exploits and believe you have what it takes to join our ranks. You're being invited to our new headquarters in Aquila City. There you'll meet with Agent Number 1. If you decide to consider our offer, they'll guide you through our initiation process.
Thanks, I'll be there.
Wonderful. I appreciate you hearing me out. I'll be heading out soon if there's nothing more. Remember, Trackers Alliance HQ in Aquila City. Speak to Agent Number 1.
Alright, maybe that's what I'll do in the next episode. Depending on how much I want to do for the main story. I may still end up doing that quest even if I do focus a lot on the main story for the second episode. I actually love the architecture in this game. And like how many people are actually on screen too. Like I'm so used to going into a city in a Bethesda game and you like walk in and there's like 2 citizens.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the mast.
I may also do another tradition where after I beat the entire game, I'll try and see if I can take on all of the big cities and kill everyone in them. That is like, I don't know, it's just something I do when I get bored in Bethesda games. But I don't know, it depends on how useful these cities end up to me. Because like,
the water
sort of why I
is
usually
quite
end up.
aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
Bosco, you are doing a lot of yapping, big dog.
See that scientist out in front of mast? Staring at trees. Sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Wonderful. Another little side quest. I wonder how many quests are actually in this game. I'm going to try my best not to, but there may be some things I actually have to look up. Especially puzzle related. I don't know why. I'm just really bad at puzzles in video games. But the big thing is I'm going to have to research how to properly upgrade my ship. Because that was another problem I had when I was...
Here we are, the lodge.
God damn.
The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside.
Like I was saying before that asshole interrupted me. One of my biggest problems on my playthrough through this game, well, I can't even say playthrough, my half-assed playthrough through this game, was I just did not really upgrade my ship properly, and that's one of the reasons why I struggled so much with ship combat.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. Fly around like they own the settled systems. And they like to use old, abandoned facilities as outposts. You know, the ones left over from the colony war.
But yeah, alright. Let's start this shit. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue, so I'm not gonna be talking for like the next 20 minutes. Oh yeah, I got like a... Press the wrong button. Here we go.
Captain, everyone will be in the library.
I forgot how to change that. Hold on. I don't remember how to make it to where, I don't remember how to make it to where my character, like, puts normal clothes on when I'm inside. There's like an option for it, but I don't remember how to turn it back on. Ah, hide spacesuit in settlements. Thank you.
Inside. If Barrett were here,
There we
he'd
go.
probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now. He hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. We appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Pirates attacked. Barrett asked me to deliver the artifact.
I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything?
It was bright lights and music.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly, Kadri, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But, gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves...
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Kadri?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend here?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Am I able to just say no? Oh. How much do you know about the artifacts? What are they?
Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
You want me in Constellation? What does that mean? What's expected?
We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us.
Alright, I'm in. Tell me what happens next.
You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
Constellation pack added. Lodge key added. Okay, which lodge is mine? Ooh, look at all the missions. Alright, dream home. You have a 125,000 credit mortgage on your dream home on the planet Isui in the Olympus system. You'll have to keep paying a weekly mortgage payment unless you either pay off the loan or like jailbreak, foreclose on your property. For either of those, you need to go to Atlantis. Okay.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the eye full time.
Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
What brought you to Constellation?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but, you know, if the label fits.
If it meant something, I didn't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves?
Second one was on Kazal, buried, the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Take care of yourself.
Lately,
All right.
I find myself spending more and more time here. Business has appealed to me, but this is exciting. Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Don't fucking say it. I've been called worse.
Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. welcome aboard.
Glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
What kind of company is Starfield Ep1?
We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Starfield Ep1. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Starfield Ep1 ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
Or do you think the vision I had, or do you think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
I've never seen. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What's your role in Constellation?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO.
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Starfield Ep1 functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else. Goodbye.
Well, Walter's not as bad as I thought he would be. Okay.
That was
Noel.
intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noel. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
How long have you been working on all of this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
The vision I saw, what do you think that was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
Whatever I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
I was wondering about the other types of exploration work besides the artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Okay, that's cool. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no. I mean, that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go. Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us.
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now, nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition, I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right? Speaking of, if you're gonna be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Organic stuff, got it.
There's a galaxy chock full of resources. The more data I have, the more thorough an analysis I can do. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
I've got some organic resources for
Great.
you.
Let's see what you have.
Wonderful. 20 credits. Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour. Right. So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions.
So, Noel,
Gardens are out the doors
Constellation living
there
up to your expectations.
if you need a moment of quiet contemplation.
I'm glad to hear it.
Emphasis on the
You
quiet
could have
part,
done just
at
about
least
anything.
usually.
So,
Let's
it's
head
important to
upstairs.
me that you feel valued
Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
So that's the only thing. I don't know where my quarters is. I don't know where I'm supposed to sleep. Kinda looks like Forrest Gump. Okay, this is our
this
little
the
chow
bar.
hall.
Usually no tender, so help yourself, within reason, of course. Now, let's see about that room. You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
I actually love how pretty this game actually is. Ah, it's supposed to be my room.
Okay, this'll be you. Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy!
Okay, I'm gonna look around and see what is useful here. Exotic bottle. Okay. Like 640 credits. Don't mind if I do. Watch case. Let's see. Storage. Okay, so that's where I can put some of my shit that I might not want. Chardonnay. Feeling very fancy and rich today. Oh yeah, I leveled up as well. I forgot about that. I leveled up 2 times. About to level up 4. Ah, here we go. I think this is where I need to go. Combat. What I actually do need, I need more health, like really bad. Um, and the increased lung capacity, not what I'm looking for. Weightlifting, wellness, by embracing an active lifestyle and good nutrition habits. One blah 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 blah. Increase your maximum health by 10%. Because as nice it is, or not as nice as it is, or would be to upgrade my melee capabilities. Oh, I forgot about that too. You have to do little challenges as well. Kind of like terrain to upgrade some of these perks. Complete the previous ring challenge. What is it? Heal 200 damage, like that. So you kind of have to like train basically to really get better with this. And I would also like to increase my weightlifting as well. Because I'm definitely going to be looting a lot and selling a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. What? Kill 20 enemies with a melee weapon. I'm really close to doing that one, actually. Science. Let me actually look through all of these. What are like the high ones? Spend 11 more points. Rejuvenation. I guess that's like healing over time. Concealment. Social, which I'm not really that worried about. I'll probably get this one because it's easier to make and keep money. Which one of these helps me with the food making? I think this one. This is what helps me with the food making. Okay. I need to put the kitchen upgrade on my ship as well. Alright, I think we're going to talk to Sarah real quick, and that's going to be the end of this episode because I need to start getting ready for my doctor's, or my dentist appointment. Are there any more, like, expensive things for me to take from here? Ah, wonderful. Sculpture. Oh, there's reading to do. I'll probably come back and read everything. Because I know there's actually a lot of interesting things to read in this game. Especially about Earth. Which I don't even think they call Earth in this game. I think they just call it the old world. Hello, Sarah.
Are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else?
What do you know about the artifacts?
Not much, but you've seen them for yourself. It doesn't take a lot to realize we're dealing with something extraordinary. Just what that is, we'll have to figure out. It's what we do.
How well known is Constellation?
I don't know what you've heard, but I can imagine. First of all, I think you can dismiss any stories about us no longer existing. I don't believe in smearing our name everywhere we can. Exploring the universe, charting the unknown, that's what counts. Besides, having a little mystery gives us room to maneuver. A fixed reputation could fence us in a lot of ways.
What is Constellation? What do you do?
We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there? These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Alright, I'm ready.
We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange metal objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising.
The UC Vanguard?
A volunteer force that helps defend the edges of United Colonies space. They're always looking for recruits. Lots of retired veterans and dangerous professionals mixed in with part-timers who barely have a laser cannon welded to a hull. My contact is in the recruiting office, so he hears a lot about what the volunteers are up to.
Other people have artifacts?
We have to assume that we're not the only ones to have stumbled into this mystery. But most people aren't going into space looking for the unknown. They're looking for places to settle, resources to extract, territory to defend. An odd-looking rock or a single strange hunk of metal wouldn't mean much to them. That's why Constellation exists, in a way, to put pieces like this together.
Okay, legwork never pays off quite the way you expect. Good, a chance to learn more about the United Colonies. I have to admit, I'm excited in my first mission. Good, a chance to learn more about the United Colonies.
Jumping to anthropology on me already? Oh, well, good. We all need our own reasons to be out there. But it's not just that. I want to take this opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Got it. You and me until we get that artifact.
We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood?
What do you mean? You don't care if I steal as long as I don't get caught?
I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective society. We're risk takers. Some of us have seen the inside of a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means.
Understood.
Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
But that's what I was wondering. I just started wondering, at least when I started some of that dialogue. I wonder if it's gonna be like kind of like with Fallout, where you have this one main goal, but you know you have like the 3 or 4 different factions that you can use to help you get to that one main goal. Like, you know, finding your father, finding your son,
As much as I
finding the
love
guy who shot you in the fucking head.
I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
Which, you know, you have like the big important ending, you know, like blowing up the Brotherhood of Steel or blowing up the Institute. But you know, your main character's goal was to, you know, find your son or whatever. So I wonder if it's gonna be kind of like that with this game, because I honestly don't know the ending to this game. The only thing that's really been spoiled for me is I know that like the ending of this game kind of like restarts it. Like, I guess it like restarts the timeline for you. I'm not really sure how it works. I just know that it happens somehow. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have said it for anybody who's like I mean, I don't think anybody is watching this without having already known what happened in the game, especially since it's been out for like a year or two already. But I'm wondering if there's like this big climatic event, like you know, they talk about the United Colonies War, the big war that's happened and has already ended. So it makes me wonder if there's gonna be one that
Ever since I got here,
happens, and if I'm gonna have to take a side, which I think would be pretty cool. The only thing that sucks is we know how anticlimactic a lot of these big battles are in Bethesda games. Ooh, a sandwich. You know, you get told you're gonna get in this big, great war, and you get into the battle, and you fight like 4 enemies. Like that one battle in Skyrim. Lodge key. What is this talking to? The fuck? Oh, it's like a little research facility down here. Cooking station. Alien jerky, membrane. I need to get a lot of things. Alien sandwich, alien scramble, alien tea, distilled water, grilled cheese sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich. It's pretty cool. So the only thing that kind of sucks about the desktop speakers. Oh shit, 240 value. The only thing that sucks about the cooking in this game is how many ingredients you really need to get to actually make food. See how the photo mode works. I haven't really used it. Character Sarah Morgan. Hello? What? I'll try and rotate the camera a little bit. Not the coolest, greatest looking picture, but you know, I think it's a good picture for where I'm at. But that's probably gonna be the end of this first episode. I do plan on going live again and posting this other part, but I need to get ready for my dentist appointment and everything. Oh man. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm not really sure where I left off when I was speaking. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a pretty big series. I'm gonna pause the game so nobody tries to talk over me in the game. But this is probably gonna be a pretty big series. I plan on doing as much as possible in this game. Oh man. But when I come back, I think I'm gonna try and do what I can to make some money so I can upgrade my ship early. I don't really care about having the boost, to be honest. I just want to have the armor. Oof. But yeah, I plan on I think I'm gonna hit some of the stuff that's related to my, yeah, like I'm probably gonna try and check this out, my mortgage, and check out my house that I have. Because obviously I think my house is gonna be cooler than the stupid little apartment that I got from Constellation. But that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to have to come back live later to, you know, play the game. Thank you for whoever's watched stream, and thank you for watching whoever's watched on YouTube. I'm really excited for this, to be honest. I didn't really give this game a very fair chance when I first played it, because I think I was busy playing a different game when this came out, and I don't know, I just wasn't that excited for this game. But I'm gonna try and give it a far fairer chance this time. I'm gonna try and read as much of the books and the computers and the terminals and all that as much as possible. Try and take in some of this lore, which is gonna be pretty hard. You know, it's a completely different game series than, you know, all the other ones that Bethesda's already made. You know, you have the Elder Scrolls, which I honestly don't know anything about. I would like to do a playthrough on all the Elder Scrolls games. And of course Fallout. I love the Fallout games. I think that's kind of why I got disappointed with this game, because it wasn't exactly like Fallout, which is what I was expecting. My biggest complaint that I had for this game is how much interacting you actually need to do in the menus. You have to do a lot of menu interaction. Of course, like I said earlier, I could not figure out how to deal with upgrading my ship either, which is like a big part of this game, is working on your ship. And I just couldn't figure it out. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching again. I know there's not a lot of people that are really watching me. I don't really care that much. I sort of just put this on for me to watch while I go to sleep anyways. I make it more for myself than I make it for anybody else. But for any of you that have watched, you know, thank you so much. I'll have to catch you all next time.